Today's collectible spot, we're having a look at the character building Doctor Who Microfigures Series 2. Contained inside, you get one figure and one display base, 10 to collect. You can go to www.characterbuilding.eu for more. Spot took the liberty of picking up 3, as seems to be the normal on this channel. If you ever wonder why Spot picks up 3, a couple of people have asked me that. Spot, why do you pick up 3? Generally, I pick up 3 because just in case I get a duplicate of one, my logic is, what are the chances? Oh, geez, now I've said that. Oh, I've just jinxed myself. But generally when I get 3, the chances of me getting a duplicate and then a triplicate is very unlikely. That's why I always seem to get 3. Gives you a good range. Good range. Anyways, there are some visible on the front, some of the characters that make up the Microfigures Series 2. The Cyberman, I definitely would want to get him, or even just the Doctor. Anyways, on the back, I'm trying to see if, let me look at this one, let me look at this one. I'm trying to see if there is a coating on these to indicate, no, I don't see a coating that indicates one over the other. No ways, no ways. We're just kind of have to wing it, cross our fingers, hope for the best. I'm going to bring in a knife for this adventure. I'm going to bring in Hank. I'm just going to get this cut open up the bag. Before we reveal the character that we got in the first bag, let's open up the pamphlet of Wonder. And let's have a look at who we got here. We've got the 11th Doctor, Matt Smith. We got Amy Pond in police uniform. We've got Rory Williams. We've got River Song, a silent vampire. Dalek the Supreme, Roman Autumn, and Cyber Leader. Spot always seems to want to mention ahead of time. I don't know why I bother, but Spot always likes to mention ahead of time, just for fun and giggles, which one I would like to get. I would like to get an 11th Doctor, and maybe a Dalek, and maybe a Cyber Leader. Maybe a Silent as well. And I think that would be good. On the back, oh, hold on a second. Look what's going on here. We got some really cool build sets. We've got the TARDIS console room mega playset. We've got the Cyberman conversion chamber playset. We got a Dalek factory playset. Oh, digging that TARDIS mini set, the Time of Angels mini set, and finally the Dalek Regenerator room mini set. All again coming to us from the good folks at Character Building. Man, I'd love to get some of these sets. If anybody has connections, hook me up. Anyways, enough peddling. Let's put that aside. That's for you, Rosalita. Thank you. Reaching into the first one, it looks like we've got, hold on, let me reference this because Spot's, the vampire, that's what I thought. We got the vampire. For starters, we get ourselves a base. That actually, if I turn it around, is the TARDIS. It says DW, Doctor Who. Or Darkwing Duck, but I don't think it's Darkwing Duck. Although, Darkwing Duck buildable figures, how cool would that be? Man, they really need to bring that show back. Darkwing Duck. Anyways, a lower body is what you were probably missing while Spot was talking away. A top piece of the body. And then the head. Right there. There we go. And there you've got yourself a vampire. Or the vampire. Head rotates, not well due to the hair, but the arms rotate. Little hands. And finally the waist. Got ourselves a vampire. Gonna put her on the display base. Surprisingly, the pegs for the character are at the end. I'm confused as to why, but oh well, I'm not gonna nitpick it really. Putting her aside. Let's open up the next one as Spot zooms his camera back. Opening up the next bag. Hank, you've done really well for yourself, my friend, ever since I've changed your blade. I don't know why I felt the need to include that in the review, but it's there. You want to skip over my praise of my knife? You can certainly do that as well. Oh, and inside, all right. Now things get interesting. Got ourselves the Doctor Who stand. Got little Doctor Who legs. Before you start spreading your hate, I know his name is just the Doctor. Got the Doctor top torso. And lastly, the heads seem really hard to get on. But there you have the, what is he, the 11th Doctor? Spot so terribly apologize. Yes, the 11th Doctor. Spot apologizes so deeply. So many doctors. Now we're going to get a 12th Doctor. Rotate his hand. He comes with his sonic screwdriver. Huzzah! Sonic screwdriver. Articulation would be the same, although no, really not. That's not true. Unlike the vampire, he does have rotational legs. Well, that's neat. That's a neat little buildable figure. I think Spot went to a comic book store and I saw a TARDIS that actually had all the Doctors featured in this character building style minifigure. That would be a really cool pickup. I might go around and end up picking that up. I'm not really sure, but I might. Whew, that's a lot of pressure on Spot. Now that he's mentioned it, I shouldn't have said anything. I really shouldn't have said anything. But lastly, the last bag of micro figures, again from the good folks at Character Building. This one, reaching open, opening it up. Once again, the pamphlets, put that to the side. Dumping out the contents, and it looks like we've got ourselves Silent. I know, carelessly I threw that bag to the side. Display stand, present, and accounted for. Legs, which looks like the same legs as the Doctor. Torso. A nice suited figure, if you really even wanted to put the Doctor's head on there. And the head. An owl form, the head. And there you have the Silent. Or if it's, I don't know, is it called just the Silent or is it called Silent? Let's have a look. Reference my guide once again. It just says Silent, so I'm going to say Silent. Pretty creepy. Pretty creepy. I like it though. I definitely like it. So I didn't do too bad for myself. I didn't get myself a Cyberman, and I didn't get myself a Dalek, but still, I got myself a Silent. Got myself the Doctor. And lastly, I got myself a vampire. Would I recommend these? Absolutely. Being I'm always a huge fan for minifigures of any sort, whether it be like Mega Bloks or Lego or whatnot, these are really, really cool. Spot picked this up at his local comic book store, but I'm sure you can find these anywhere that sells minifigures. As certainly as a side note, some of those build sets definitely look pretty awesome. Today's Collectible Spot was having a look at the Character Building Doctor Who Microfigures Series 2. Stick around, there are more collectible spots heading your way. See you next time.